Greetings, goths, punks, metalheads, herberts, herbetters, Martians and subterranean folk and cosmic groovers. How are you all doing? My name's John, and this is the Health Anarchist channel. Well, today I'm at a place called Matley, and I'm going to be walking back to Staley Bridge where I live. Now, I want to work out if there's a way I could come avoiding the main roads, and this is down a quiet lane, and I think it links up to a place where I know called Early Bank Road, which is the old coach road. So I'm just figuring it out today, because sometimes it's nice to get away from the main roads. Saying that, this lane that I'm on, it is quite busy, which surprised me. I don't know if it's a cut through or something. So just turning the camera around, this is where I am at the moment. So we have now got a nice track on this side of the lane. Now, when I first started on this lane, there was no track or pavement at all. So for about half a mile, I was walking on the road, which I don't really like doing, but there was no choice. But you've got to come to these places and check them out to, find out the suitable walk routes. So far, it's not great, to be honest, but we'll soon be getting on to a place that is great, the old coach road. But besides the traffic, it's actually quite a pleasant little walk, and if it wasn't so busy, I'd probably use it more. But hey ho, you learn, don't you? So this is the Rising Moon pub, so we're on the right track. So there's the pub sign, the Rising Moon. Right, we're just on this little track now at the side of the pub. So from now on, it's going to be nice and peaceful, away from the traffic. I'm going up onto the old coach road, which is I think it dates back from 16th or 17th century. And I featured it quite a bit on this channel because it is a nice walk. So if you haven't seen it yet, you'll get to see it soon. So we're actually over that crazy heat wave now. Been nice and cool, just normal summer weather. I love it. Looks like we've got an old derelict cottage here. It's a shame. The roof's gone up there. Very overgrown. It's like an old farm building or old cottages. So this is the start of the old coach road here. You can see these old cobbled stones. You'll see a lot more of these as it goes along. So this old coach road that we're on now, it's a lovely, peaceful little walk. And, I use it quite a lot. It's quite high up above Staley Bridge and no traffic. The only people you get up here are walkers, dog walkers, get runners sometimes. But it's just perfect for having a peaceful, chilled out walk and just, giving your own thoughts time to air. So the old coach road dates back to the late 17th or early 18th century. The path was originally laid out as a private estate carriage road. It served the wealthy industrialists of Staley Bridge, specifically connecting the Eastwood estate owned by the Cheetham family and the neighbouring Early Bank House grounds. In the 1830s era, historical records and area maps from this date confirm that these routes were well established bridleway and carriage path. They were designed to let horses, coaches and estate owners travel high above the valley floors. I think it does make a difference when you're going for walks to chill out and enjoy nature. If you've got nice views and nice, landscapes, it has a general calming effect, I find. So another nice thing about this walk is it's really shaded along a lot of it. So you've got like shade from the trees. So, if you want to escape those hottest days in the heat wave, it's really nice for that. Also, if it's raining, it gives you some cover from the rain. So, although it doesn't look it, it is actually paved with cobblestones. The whole route, it's just areas like this, they're under a thin layer of mud, but most of it, you can see the cobblestones. So this old road, it used to be very muddy. It was like a proper bog, especially after rain and most of the winter. But one guy, this man decided to clear it all, and he spent a few years clearing it and cutting drainage, and it's just a pleasure to walk since all the hard work he's done. And he was just doing it, he wasn't getting paid or anything. He just did it as a personal project. So we're just about to enter a dark section of this old road, and I'll show you. So what I do actually like to think about when I come here is I try and imagine what it was like in the late 17th or early 18th century. Because there were no modern street lights, it would have been totally dark, especially in these wooded areas. And you've got all the local folklore tales from those times of werewolves in the area, of witches in the area. And on top of that, you've also got the very real risk of highwaymen. And this would have been an ideal place for highwaymen to attack you and rob you, and maybe much worse. I also sometimes think I'd like to do this walk at night time to see what it was like then, maybe just with old-fashioned type lanterns and a few friends, and end at the pub. And I think that'd be a good night. Maybe I could do it on Halloween, that'd be nice. So it's been really quiet since I've been up here. I've only seen 2 other people, and it's so nice and chilled, and it's such a contrast to that busy country lane that I started the walk on. But I wouldn't have known it was so busy if I hadn't have tried it. So you've got to try things sometimes. Do any of you guys like working out little walk routes in your own area? Let me know in the comments below. So I've just seen there's this scheme by the NHS, the National Health Service in England, that's starting soon, and they're going to reward people for walking. Now, it sounds crazy, that, doesn't it? I don't know what the rewards will be. There'll probably be vouchers of so much off certain things. Maybe it's like sports walking related rewards, but they were saying if you walk up to 30 minutes a day, well, if you walk 30 minutes a day, you'll be eligible for rewards. So that's, according to a marathon, they're saying, if you walk 26 miles a month, then, you're eligible for rewards. So I'll have to look into that. I walk about 26 miles a week, so I'd definitely be eligible. But I think it's great. Isn't that nice that they're doing something to encourage people to get out walking? And walking, it is a fantastic thing for your health. Like I said, I started off walking when I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2, and, I lost 3 stone in a year. And I reversed the diabetes, so it's in remission. So, that alone makes walking worthwhile for me. But I've learned since I started doing the regular walking how much I love being outdoors, and how much walking in green space, it helps my mental health, it helps my anxiety go down to more manageable levels, so it's not over the top. And it helps with depression, it helps lift my mood. So it really is great walking. If you can do it, try and get into it, even if it's only a little bit a day. And, you can work your fitness up. When I first started walking, I was struggling to do half a mile, but I worked that up to, at my peak when I was losing the weight, to 5 miles a day. Now I walk about 3 miles a day minimum. More often it's 4 miles a day. So, it took me a year to get up to like 5 miles a day. Well, probably less than that, about 9 months. So you just do maybe start off half a mile, then do that for a few days, then do half a mile plus 100 meters. And then after a few more days, half a mile, maybe add 200 meters on. And that's how you do it. And, you know, you work up slowly and gradually. You don't need to overdo it. You're only going to injure yourself doing that. But just start off gently increasing it, and, you know, you'll soon be there. So I've got a bigger fan for my home now. It's a 12-inch fan, which is bigger than the little tiny 6-inch ones I had before. And it should help a lot if we get any more heat waves. I got it at a bargain price. It was second hand. It said pre-owned, but it was all in its packaging. The box was a bit musty and smelt a bit musty. It was like it was in someone's garage or something, but it had never been used. So it was like brand new, and it was like £10 cheaper than any others of the same type that I saw. So you have to look for bargains. You have to be wise these days. There's not much money about, and as the old saying goes, a fool and his money are easily parted. So I'd like to say a massive thank you to all you guys that have subscribed recently. There's quite a lot of you. Cheers, guys. It means a lot. I really appreciate your support. And for all my subscribers that have been with me for a while now, cheers for sticking with me. I really appreciate having you guys around. So we're just coming up to an area in a moment when we sort of make our way into the park. But there's a final little nice wooded area, which is it's on a hill. So I'll just show you guys that, and that's a really nice area of the park. So the old coach road, you turn off it here, and it takes you to a nice wooded area at the back of the park. And, you know, I do love woodland, so I really appreciate having this little space. You've got wide track going down the middle. You see people running up and down here sometimes. Not me. Tried running once as opposed to walking, and I injured my knee after a couple of weeks. So I stuck with the walking. It's far less impact and demanding on your body. So there's different trails you can do through the woods. There's like this one here, which branches off, and I think that goes right round a fair long way. I've walked parts of it, but not from this part specifically. I might do that walk on another day. So we've come to the end of today's video now. So I hope you enjoyed coming with me on this little walk. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. So until the next video, don't forget, be different, stay weird, and stay free. Bye now.